And all over the floor, you can see Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, they've got Josh Giddey, also Murray out there, and it's Aminu in at the 3 spot. Back to Murray, just 4 to shoot. Over Allen. Murray, no good. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Rubio. Allen outside. And there's the screen. Rubio drives in. Oh, and Bradley with a block. On the wing, Murray. Allen defending. Left side, Giddey. Goes up from the top of the key. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. What a great season it's been thus far, Doris. We're about halfway through it. What stands out to you?
You know what's remarkably consistent, BA? There's always a surprise for the good and the bad. A team we expected to be in the mix maybe struggles because of injury or because of bad chemistry, and then there's always an overachiever.
Now here's Allen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Murray passes to Garnett. Here's Aminu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Gordy.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Rubio looking around. Over Giddey. The shot by Rubio, no good.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
It's Giddey on the wing. Shoots over Allen. Minnesota again missing. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Rubio. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Allen, left side. Floats one. Giddey with a defensive effort. And it's Giddey with a ball for Minnesota. Here's Aminu, pounded by Wiggins. Here's Garnett. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Wiggins passes to Doherty. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, BA. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And it's tied up with that one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Pass to Murray. They still need this. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
There's no defense for that. Andrew Wiggins enjoying life above the rim.
From deep, Giddey. Offensive rebound, Bradley. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Pass to Wiggins. 4-3. It's hauled in by Garnett.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
On the wing, Murray. wide open look. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Wiggins outside, lets it go from deep. That one falls, coming off Rubio's feet. Wiggins has got 5 now.
A terrific timing on that catch and shoot. Wiggins in complete command.
And while we can, let's take a look at the rookies who are leading the way in points this past month. Second, Jamal Murray.
Those averages have distanced him from the pack. And the scary thing is, he may widen that margin.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Bradley sets a screen. Here's Lynn. And the three-pointer goes.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Wiggins. Last game out, he had 44. A minute 37 left to play in the first. Outside Murray. Over to the wing. Here's Lynn. Bradley sets a screen. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Love watching Lynn shoot the basketball. His ability to consistently drain jumpers so valuable.
And here's Rubio. No points so far. And that one drops for him.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
1 minute left in the first quarter here. Now Murray. Out to the wing. Lynn passes to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Murray. Here's Lynn. Off target from outside. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Murray looking around. Inside. Here's Bradley. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Bradley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Now here's Wiggins. 9 points in the game. To the inside. And that one's good. Doherty.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
It's been all about and through Wiggins for the Magic. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And it's Gay in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Lynn. Puts up a 3. Shot is good by Gordon. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
An area Gordon continues to work on. Now, when he's draining shots off the catch, it definitely helps with his confidence.
Here's Bufkin. No made baskets yet. Giddey with a defensive effort. Pass to Lynn. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. Back to Giddey. Fires for 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Orlando trailing here. Here's Bufkin. Sinks it from distance.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. Here's Ashik. And
Gortat pulls it down. The Magic have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Micic. And the first shot of the night for him, missing.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pass to Giddey. Here's Lynn. Here's Asik. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Asik's got his first basket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Over the course of the last month, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Pass to Micic. And here's Wiggins. The 3. That one is cash from Wiggins.
I think tonight is a great measure of Wiggins' progress, scoring in volume in a variety of ways.
Here's Garnett. Unloads from 13. And Gortat pulls it down.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
Wiggins outside. Three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Left side Murray. And he lobs it up.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
For Orlando, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. It's Wiggins on the wing. That doesn't go either for Wiggins.
Boy, tough break there. Defense leaves him wide open. He can't get the mid-range to go. Ouch.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Micic. Still without a bucket. Gortat. Oh, and Bradley with a block. Here's Aminu. Pounded by Wiggins. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Well, Doris, offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
Here's Garnett. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Giddey passes to Garnett. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Rubio with the ball. Wiggins right side. And he slams it in one-handed. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. Fires the 3. They get it back. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Garnett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Rubio passes to Wiggins. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feet. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You look at the numbers tonight. When Wiggins asserts himself, he's painful to defend.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves trail.
Jeremy Lin. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
1:56 left in the second period. Down low. Tipped. Outside Rubio. Going inside. Shot clock at 5. Allen can't get it to go. Minnesota, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Bradley passes to Murray. Pass to Lynn. Fires top of the key. And the basket is good. Lynn's got 7.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And here's Rubio. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
On defense, Minnesota. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Wiggins outside and scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Here's Lynn, covered by Rubio. Here's Garnett. Another shot. Orlando with the rebound. Doherty's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Pass to Wiggins. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hickson. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Aminu. Here's Lynn. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Orlando ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella. Taking some. And now let's turn our attention to the player of the month in each conference. The winner in the East, James Harden.
I'm telling you, if anyone out there was wondering if James Harden still got it, he's one of the more instinctual players you've ever seen, and his skill level is always there and sets him apart.
And as always, his beard game, phenomenal. Quite possibly the all-time best. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So for Minnesota right now, Josh Giddey out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Garnett in at the 4. Now here's Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Hickson with a rebound. Hickson's got his 5th rebound of this one. Outside Rubio. Wiggins outside. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Murray. Up top Giddey. Orlando with the rebound. Doherty's got his 6th rebound on the night. Allen, pass to Wiggins. Blocked!
KG has always had tremendous instincts, sends another one back the way it came.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Back to Wiggins. To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Doherty. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Bradley. Back to Giddey. From the corner. Connects. The jumper drops. Giddey's got 5 now.
You have to be excited about Josh Giddey. This guy knows when to shoot off the catch.
Wiggins outside. That doesn't go either for Wiggins.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Outside Murray. Pass to Aminu. The 3. He drops it from range. He's got 5.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Giddey against Rubio. Wiggins from long range. That's in there. Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 8 assists here tonight. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And taking a peek at the 2K leaderboard. These small forwards have been unstoppable over the past month. Number 5 is Andrew Wiggins.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
Yeah, defense a huge point of emphasis for each of them. And it doesn't matter whether they're on the ball, as the steals suggest, or off the ball situations either. They are as active a group of defenders as you're going to see.
Now here's Rubio. He's scoreless. Wiggins for 3, and another 3 for Orlando.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And here's Murray. Pass to Bradley. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Giddey passes to Garnett. Tries to break his ice. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
Outside Rubio. Back to Allen. Now here's Wiggins. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
This guy is quickly developing into an outstanding playmaker, Josh Giddey. Nice setup.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And now, your Orlando Pacers.
Bucket, he's checked in for Orlando. Magic leading by 7. Outside Rubio. To the middle. Here's Doherty. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed. Rubio's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now Murray. Here's the 3. The rebound by Doherty.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Buffkin. Outside Rubio. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Bradley grabs the board. Bradley's got 4 rebounds now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Garnett no good.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Here's Doherty, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. It's Giddey on the wing, covered by Rubio. They set the pick. Second chance shot, and he takes it up and lays it in. Garnett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, there's a reason this is the 4-time NBA rebounding champion. KG to the offensive glass.
Here's Rubio. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Murray. From the arc. Here's Garnett. And the layup falls.
Kevin Garnett.
Garnett's got 10 points.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Rubio against Giddey. And it's blocked.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
They get it again. Garnett, that's good. 12 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
They set the screen. Pass to Bufkin. Here's Hickson. Blocked! Here's Aminu. He's got 5. Rubio with a steal. And he's all alone. And it's Allen who slams it home.
A terrific job triggering the break. Rubio, such an excellent defender. Quick hands, leads to an easy one.
And it's Giddey off the drive. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Orlando closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Bufkin in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Magic leading by 7. Pass to Gay. And here's Wiggins. Takes a 3. The shot no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Lynn. It's Giddey on the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here's Micic. Wiggins outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Wiggins has got 32 points.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. From Pete Giddey. Kept alive by Minnesota.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gordon. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Second shot opportunity. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Lynn. The 3 ball. Gay with a rebound. Orlando leading by 10. Pass to Micic. Takes the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Here's Lynn. Yes, it's good.
Well, Jeremy Lin finds a way to get to the inside of that paint, and difficult for the defense to do anything in there.
Both teams will make substitutions. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Giddey. Here's Garnett. Orlando with the rebound. Doherty's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Oh, look how determined Wiggins is right there.
How about that concentration from Andrew Wiggins? He refuses to give in to the defense. What a finish.
To the inside. Outside Giddey. Pass to Aminu. Aminu, the screen. Here's Giddey. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
So there's that combination of size and quickness when we're talking about Josh Giddey. Hard to defend, makes the defender commit right there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Murray against Allen. Outside Rubio. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Garnett's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Now here's Allen. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Pass to Aminu. The 3 is up. Here's Bradley. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Outside Rubio. Wiggins fires. Cash from downtown.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Rubio against Giddey. Now Murray. Bradley sets a screen. Book it! It goes!
Murray.
Orlando leading by 7. Here's Wiggins. For 3. That misses.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Now Murray. Oh, got a piece of it. Wiggins outside. Allen. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Well, the passing ability of Andrew Wiggins on display. And ask anyone, they'll tell you he's a great team guy.
Murray, a screen on Rubio. Book it! That one goes!
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
For Orlando, they've gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Outside Wiggins. He launches. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Giddey. The 3 is off.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
There's a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Garnett. Oh, it doesn't go.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
6 on the shot clock. Andrew Wiggins. Oh, the long ball, no good. And here's Minnesota now, trailing by 10. Giddey outside. Rubio with a steal. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam. The Magic winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And we present the player of the game, Andrew Wiggins.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. We've got Marvin Williams. Beasley is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Williams. And it's Ryder in at the 2-guard spot. Williams. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. Now, I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Now Williams. Pass to Ryder. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Vassell. 11 points last game.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Williams looking around. Beasley outside. Back to Williams. The 3. Duncan grabs the rebound. It's Vassell on the wing. Celtics passing it around. Achua with it. 5 to shoot. Over Beasley. Achua, no good. For Vancouver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Williams. Back to Williams. O'Neal sets the screen for Williams. Shot up 2 there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Wagner. There's a screen by Achua. A dunk by Achua.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
O'Neal a screen on Halliburton. Williams passes to Beasley. Back to Williams. Wide open. Another miss by Williams.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Vassell kicks to Wagner. Duncan left side. It's tipped. Beasley with the steal. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
Always surveying the floor. Williams with that veteran-like vision there.
Boston trailing. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Back to you guys.
A scary thought. Okay, Allie, thanks. Now here's Williams after the miss from Tim Duncan. O'Neal, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Lob pass to Duncan. There's the steal. Right side, Williams. Over in the corner, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ryder. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ryder's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. They're getting their first look of the season at Vancouver in this one. Going with the new group. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Williams. And Stoudemire subbed in for Ryder. Stoudemire against Highland. Davis setting the pick for Highland. Down low. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Williams has a screen for Stoudemire. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Highland against Stoudemire. Back to Bain. Shot clock at 5. With the drive, that evens the score.
Well, nice take from Bain. Solid at noticing holes in defenses and exploiting them.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
to Highland. Davis with a screen on Stoudemire. Floats it up for Davis. O'Neal with the steal. Highland against Stoudemire. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 5.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Beasley, the pass to Stoudemire. O'Neal inside. Nails the baby hook. Now it's a 7-point Vancouver lead.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
And it's Vancouver bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And Vancouver, who they've got, watch out there with Nene. Then it's Quentin Richardson. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Ryder in at the 2. And Vancouver with the possession here. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Stoudemire. It's up a 3 in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And Stoudemire has that silky smooth jumper, gets it off so quickly.
Davis kicks to Halliburton. Davis with a screen on Stoudemire. And the foul called on Quentin Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Marvin Williams is checked in for Vancouver. Franz comes in for Quentin Richardson.
Substitution, Marvin Williams.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Davis setting the pick for Halliburton. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Stoudemire. Outside Williams. Stoudemire outside. Just 5 to shoot. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 10. Halliburton in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Williams. Inside. And Nene with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
All right, fans, give it up for something entertainment.
Duncan is checked in for the Celtics. Franz Wagner comes in for Anthony Parker. And Vancouver also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Here's McDaniel. He has yet to score. Nice ball movement by Boston. Deflects the pass. Pass to Wagner. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really, the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now, here's Vassell. Stolen by O'Neal. Duncan against Stoudemire. Pass to Ryder. Here's Nene. That three off the mark. Celtics trail by 12. Davis inside, guarded by Nene. Davis kicks to Halliburton. Duncan against Shaquille O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Faulkner with the three. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. And here is Stoudemire. 8 points for him. Pass to Ryder. From downtown, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Shaq's got the lead up to 14 now for Vancouver.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Halliburton right side. Vassell sets a screen for Halliburton. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Stoudemire outside. Shaq is screen on Halliburton. Here's Shaq. From down in the low post. It goes.
The assist.
6 points for Shaquille O'Neal. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Boston.
Boston.
In the second quarter, held scoreless. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Boston. Achua, he's checked in for Davis. And McDaniel has subbed in for Halliburton. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for Stoudemire. Vassell, no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Now, here's Vassell. Wagner wide open. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Williams kicks to Williams. Screen by O'Neal. Wagner against Williams. O'Neal outside. Over Duncan. O'Neal misses. Celtics trail by 13. Vassell outside. Pass to McDaniel. There's the triple. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 6th rebound on the night. Up top, Ellington. Still without a basket. Williams, a screen on Wagner. Outside Williams. Shoots over Vassell. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Caruso kicks to Duncan. Back to Caruso. For three, Vassell buries it from three-point range. Vassell's got 6 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And it's Vancouver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work. Sometimes deep into...
Moving on in our... Thanks for spending half...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Williams. Achua is out there with Wagner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Duncan. And it's Vassell in at the 2. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. To the paint. It's picked off. Here's Ryder. Pass to Williams for 3. Hands it from downtown. Williams has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Vancouver. Halliburton looking around. There's Wagner with the 3. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Bounce pass from Williams. Williams passes to Williams. Vancouver working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock, and O'Neal gets it to go. 8 points for him.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Halliburton outside. Down low. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Look at O'Neal, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Outside Williams. Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. O'Neal sets the screen for Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Duncan. Halliburton against Williams. Fades. Halliburton, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Beasley. It's stolen by Duncan. Now Halliburton. Vassell outside. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 4. No good off the front height.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. O'Neal a screen on Wagner. To the inside. Shaq going to work inside.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Achua kicks to Halliburton. Duncan with a screen on Williams. On the wing, Duncan. And it's Vassell in the corner. Rebound by Williams.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
Pass to Beasley. Inside. Here's Ryder. Outside Williams. Shaq with a screen on Halliburton. Good on the triple. Williams has got 8 points.
Man, you watch Jay Williams. This guy has a ton of talent.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Davis Davis is checked in for Chua. Nene, he's checked in for Vancouver. Vassell outside. On the wing, Davis, guarded by Nene. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Halliburton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Ryder. He has 5. O'Neal sets the screen for Williams. And another shot. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Duncan. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Some changes for Boston. McDaniel comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Alex Caruso in for Halliburton. And Vancouver also making a switch. Quentin Richardson's checked in for Nene. Shaq with a screen on Caruso. Steps back. 5 on the clock. From deep, Richardson. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wagner passes to Caruso. Wagner looking it over. And there's the drive. Pass to McDaniel. Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep. 1:41 left in the third. Williams with the ball. 8 points for him. Screen by O'Neal. Ryder, then the pass to O'Neal. Over Duncan. No good from Shaq. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Celtics. 9-point game. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Ryder, then the pass to Williams. No one near him. That one doesn't go.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
McDaniel, the pass to Duncan. Celtics passing it around. Here's McDaniel. Nothing on the board. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Williams. O'Neal against Duncan. Left side, O'Neal. Over Duncan. Duncan with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat down the play.
They could use a bucket, and it's good for 2. Ryder's got 7.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that.
And it's Vancouver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Stoudemire. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Marvin Williams. Then it's Nene at the 4 spot. Dinwiddie. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Davis. Shaq goes right through him.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Here's McDaniel. There's the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Nene's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Celtics trail by 11. Here's McDaniel, and right on target with the switch. And here is Stoudemire. Outside Williams. O'Neal sets the screen for Williams. Looks, Shaq climbs the ladder.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays Shaq on attack?
Parker outside. Stoudemire against Halliburton. 5 to shoot. McDaniel, the pass to Parker. Halliburton for 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Stoudemire, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's McDaniel. Pass to Parker. Here's McDaniel. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Takes it inside. Outside O'Neal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Halliburton for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's Stoudemire. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And with the ability to make clean, crisp passes, Dinwiddie makes those around him better.
McDaniel, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Stoudemire wide open. And the 3 off target. For Boston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Nice ball movement by Boston. Davis with a screen on Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Here's Halliburton. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Boston again missing. Vancouver leading by 13. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Out to Stoudemire. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And a new group in for the Celtics. Duncan, he's checked in for Davis. Achua comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Franz Wagner's checked in for McDaniel. And it's Vassell in for Anthony Parker. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's O'Neal. And it misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now Halliburton. Here's Halliburton. Off the glass.
For a stunning guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Now here's Williams.
and I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
And he can't hit the second. Celtics trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Duncan against Shaq. It's deflected. Williams with the rebound. For Vancouver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. 1:16 left in the game. Does not go in. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. O'Neal against Duncan. Halliburton, he drills the three.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Grizzlies.
Celtics foul. Team Duncan. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. So he makes both from the line. Here's Halliburton. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Duncan. Stolen by O'Neal. Williams, here he goes. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now O'Neal. Now Williams. Shot clock at 6. Let's lose a 3. Not going to go. And so the Grizzlies take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty fragile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForte. Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.